Hi guys, welcome to another reaction video of mine. I'm here reacting to Attack on Titan Season 4, Episode 10, so let's get into it and press play.
So fight. Just fight.
What are you doing? I mean, you're clearly muttering to yourself while staring at your reflection. Hey, you said, so fight, just fight, right?
Freaking Anji.
When you say, so fight, just fight, who is it you're wanting to fight? I noticed that you said fight twice. Does that mean you'll fight 2 fights or 1 fight?
Oh my goodness. Anji.
Your silence isn't helping your case. I mean, why would you talk to yourself but then ignore another person? This doesn't seem normal at all to me. I've never chatted up my mirror before. But on a brighter note, I'm loving your new hairstyle. Yeah, the disheveled look makes a statement. It's like you can't be bothered to deal with it, because you're busy working so hard.
What did you come here to do?
What do you mean? The first time we met, we spent all night talking about Titans, remember? Though looking back, I guess you just listened. As I rambled about my research, I trusted that you would never sacrifice Astoria.
2 years ago.
Aaron, it's been a year now. I haven't seen you since you picked up our whole ship. I look forward to working beside you.
Too bad. You won't be working with Aaron directly.
More than enough for me. This is an auspicious day. The port's complete at last, and we're about to welcome our first foreign visitors, Hizuru. Their special envoy is Kiyomi Azumabito.
Ooh.
Do you happen to recognize this family crest?
That shape.
Yeah, you should show it to them.
You think? But Mom told me that I should keep it a secret.
This could be the whole reason she gave it to you. Go on.
Before she died, my mom gave me this mark to match one she had herself, and she asked me to pass it down to my own children.
A noble deed befitting your lineage. Over a century ago, Hizuru Shogun was an ally of the Eldian Empire. We Azumabitos trace our lineage back to a son who was on good terms with King Fritz and often visited here. After the Great Titan War, our once proud nation was left defeated and in disarray. And amidst the chaos and confusion, a child fathered by the Shogun's heir was somehow left behind on this island. You are the only direct descendants of the family that once led our nation. Put simply, you are Hizuru's hope.
Wow.
I still don't understand it.
What matters is that this gives us leverage over Hizuru.
No, that's exactly what they want us to do.
We're sure of one thing at least. We may as well be a tottering child learning to walk. For now, let's keep quiet and learn what we can from our guests.
Smart, that's right.
Hey, so that symbol, why
Observe.
do you show it to Aaron?
Hey, you're in a good mood.
Of course I am. Seems our ancestors were friends. They've left us both with heavy burdens to bear. But I couldn't have asked for a more perfect match than you.
This is a historic day for both our nations. And it's worth noting that this day would never have come if not for the man who brought us together. I'm speaking, of course, of Zeke Yeager.
Yeager.
He negotiated with us on behalf of your island. We discussed more than Lady Mikasa.
First of all, take a look at this. That's odd. Do you recognize this? It's top secret in Marley. This piece doesn't belong to Marley. I procured it myself. Please, consider it a gift. I ought to mention, though, it does need a special type of fuel to operate. It's exceedingly rare. They're calling it iceburst stone. It's only ever been mined in Paradis, so very little is known about it.
Zeke Yeager's proposal was that we ally with and assist Paradis in exchange for access to a resource that could return our nation to its former glory. We suspect that in this modern era, a treasure like iceburst stone could change the world and generate a fortune in the process.
Sounds like that's Hizuru's real hope. Yelena did say that negotiations would go well because the Azumabitos are money grubbers.
He's concocted a plan to protect Eldia and the world. It calls for a 3-point course of action which would allow you to defend yourselves with your so-called rumbling. You would unleash a fraction of the Titans in your walls, enough to display their destructive potential for all the world to see. You're 100 years behind the rest of the world. Hizuru will help you catch up. Until then, you must be able to shake the earth by maintaining the founding Titan and having a Titan of royal blood. Zeke will pass on the Beast Titan to an individual who has royal blood. And that person must spend the 13 years they'll have left, bearing as many children as possible.
Even if we get advanced weapons, will we really stop needing the rumbling? If we choose to rely on it, we'll have to continue the practice of Titan inheritance for generations. But is that enough of an excuse for us to push this problem onto our descendants?
I understand, and I'm ready. If the rumbling is essential to our survival, I'll do my part. I'm willing to inherit the Beast Titan from Zeke Yeager.
Historia. If Zeke's plan is to buy our salvation at the price of broken walls, trampled lands, and children bred to be slaughtered like livestock, then I'd say he can go to hell and take his sick little plan with him. Staking our survival on the threat of the rumbling is a dangerous move. Let's use what time we have to look at our options.
I felt the same sense of urgency that you did, Aaron. That said, I still don't get why you acted on your own. Why? Did you stop caring about Historia?
I've taken the Warhammer Titan's power. Its hardening ability allows me to build structures from thin air, which means you can never build a prison deep or strong enough to hold me in against my will. I can leave this cell anytime I want.
Wow.
Since I have the founding Titan, you can't kill me.
Aaron.
So tell me, Hanji, is there anything you actually can do?
Aaron.
You know something I don't, then let's hear it! If you've got something up your sleeve, then tell me what it is!
Hands off, you pervert! Ever the rebellious teen, huh? Grow up, idiot!
Wow.
This is the one time you bet on the wrong horse.
Why don't you come in, Historia? You need to take better care of yourself.
She prego.
If no one else will say it, then I will. We should have stuck with our plan and fed Zeke to Historia as soon as he got to the island. Ha! But we let her do as she pleased, and so she got pregnant. Then again, what did we expect? I mean, she's an up-jump bastard who's queen in name alone.
Quit it. The queen has every right to choose a partner for herself. He's been checked out, so we know he's not anyone's lackey. He's someone she knows.
I don't give a damn about their love story. Look, what I'm concerned about is why the girl selfishly decided to get herself knocked up when she did. Just put a baby in the queen and Zeke Yeager gets to live another day.
Rogue, you've had too much.
If we were smart, we'd still do it. Turn her into a Titan whether she's pregnant or not.
That would probably kill the child. And if miscarrying kills the queen too, we're doomed.
Hey, Marley! Get us another bottle.
As you wish, sir. Claes. Niccolo. You should recommend this one.
Is he a double agent?
You pop them in.
Hey! Is this really something they needed us to do?
Nope. If that idiot hadn't opened his mouth and volunteered our help, we can develop the island and our muscles at the same time, my ass.
Whew! It can't be easy working your butts off when it's this hot out.
Yeah, well, we have to be here to watch over this moron, right? Hear anything from Hizuru yet?
That's why we're here, the Azumabitos replied.
What'd they say?
Hizuru either can't or won't help us with this. From what I hear, the world's major powers want parody to be the root of all evil. We're the shared foe that helps bring them together. Their hatred for us promotes global stability.
Then, do we have to rely on the rumbling?
That's right.
So what? The world's decided that we're devils regardless of what our intentions are? They can't want us to repeat the past, so why won't they consider peace?
They don't know anything about us, and that makes them afraid.
I agree. So let's sail out and meet them. If they don't know anything about us, then we'll just have to teach them.
So the plan is to infiltrate Marley and set up a base there, huh?
I like it. It's exciting. We'll all get to chow down on food from a distant land.
Yeah. Wonder what we should pack. Hope that foreign food doesn't give us the runs.
Did you even hear Hanji's plan?
If we can just find a way to convince the world that all we want is peace, maybe our situation will change.
If we only had a little more time left. My time will be up in just over 5 years. We need to make a decision soon. About who to give my Titan to.
I think it should be me.
No, not an option.
We don't even know if Ackermans are able to turn into Titans. It can't be you for more reasons than I can count.
Who do you think it should be?
This guy. First of all, I'm a whole lot smarter than Aaron. We replaced this suicidal maniac with a gifted leader who shows good judgment in all situations. A rare specimen who can perform whatever duty is required. I don't much like getting his hand-me-downs. But hey, I'm the best candidate we've got.
You should aim to become the regiment's next commander. I'll inherit Aaron's Titan myself. Yeah, that should work, right?
No, that won't work at all. You're way too much of an idiot. And we can't entrust it to someone who's slow like you.
Huh?
I'll inherit it, okay? I'm an experienced veteran, and I've proven that I'm
Nah,
someone you
you're
can
too
rely
hungry.
on.
Sasha, wait. You're not making any sense.
Huh?
We can't give his Titan to an idiot. You just told me that. But think, you're more of an idiot than me, which means you just contradicted yourself, right?
Huh?
Smack?
I'm not planning on handing it down to any of you.
Why not?
Because you're important to me. More than anyone else.
Huh? Hold on! What are you turning red for? The hell kind of mood are you trying to set here?
Sean, it's just the sunset. That's what's making our faces red.
Oh, right. That makes sense. There's nothing to be done then.
Aaron looks like Emir.
So Pixis detained the volunteers? Such a strong-arm tactic. It's hard to believe he'd go that far.
They had built good working relationships with a lot of us scouts, so our regiment wasn't notified in advance.
That said, I doubt Pixis had much choice, because until we understand Zeke's real intentions, his presence here puts us in a tough spot. I wonder what made Aaron decide to go with his plan. Him and Zeke must have talked, but what was said? Well, no one knows except for them.
Hey, did that guy look like Aaron when you all saw him? Because if you ask me, that wasn't Aaron. And if whoever that was is capable of picking his half-brother over us, then...
If he is, then what?
Then I say we'll need to be prepared to cut him down ourselves if
I
necessary.
won't let you.
Mikasa.
Are you taking their side too, Mikasa? Come on.
I don't think it'll come to that. Aaron cares about us more than anyone else. Everyone here should know that. Maybe that's why he's become so combative towards anyone who isn't one of us. It's because his feelings are so strong.
No, that isn't it. He's always seen your strength, but the Aaron that we used to know would still try to keep you away from the front lines. But he used you in that battle, sent Armin to destroy that port. He called the rest of us important too, and he used us just the same.
But maybe that's just because he trusts us. I mean, if we hadn't helped him, his plan would have failed.
Yeah, and Sasha would be alive right now. Hey, what do you think Aaron did when I told him she had died? Do you think he cried? Or showed some regret, maybe? The bastard laughed. I wonder what part of our friend's death that it was. That he found so damn amusing. Why don't you explain, Mikasa? Why did Aaron start laughing? You know everything about him.
Oh, man.
Right?
We need to talk to him. Just Aaron, Mikasa, and me. We'll give him a chance to explain his goal.
Are you sure that'll help?
The volunteers gave us Titan serum, so we have a choice now.
Wait, what are you saying?
We can choose to turn someone who we can trust into a Titan, and then have them inherit the founder from Aaron.
All right.